Alors, salut les amis, welcome everybody, bienvenue sur Black Panda Mining TV, chaîne de crypto-monnaie dédiée au minage par microprocesseur. Donc ce soir, ça y est, on attaque enfin un live intéressant. On va démarrer donc une nouvelle capsule, un nouvel épisode sur lequel on va parler donc de Vogel et de sa crypto Yadacoin. Et donc j'espère que ça va vous plaire puisqu'on rentre un peu dans le milieu très fermé de la crypto. On a accès ce soir spécialement donc au fondateur et au développeur donc Vogel, qui nous vient des États-Unis, et donc il va nous parler de son projet, des différents aspects de la crypto et notamment du minage au travers donc de Yadacoin sous algorithme Randomx. Donc bienvenue encore et bienvenue sur Black Panda Mining TV. Voilà, ce sera mieux comme ça. Voilà. Les aléas du direct. Alors on attend Matt qui ne saurait pas tarder à nous rejoindre. Donc encore merci à tous pour être venus donc sur ce petit live. Donc je répète, merci donc à toute la communauté. Ici vous êtes sur Black Panda Mining TV, chaîne dédiée donc au minage de crypto-monnaies par microprocesseur. Et donc j'ai décidé ce soir d'ouvrir un peu les portes de la cryptosphère, notamment au travers de ce développeur-là, qui est quand même quelqu'un qui existe depuis très très longtemps, enfin de très longtemps dans notre univers. 5 ans, c'est une éternité. Donc Yadacoin, c'est quelque chose. Donc c'est un projet qui se mine sous Randomx, qui existe depuis à peu près 5 ans, dont le développeur est américain, qui a été longtemps dans les charts en termes de rentabilité. Et c'est vrai que souvent, la plupart des mineurs, se focalisent sur telle ou telle crypto parce qu'ils se disent voilà, super, c'est intéressant. Parce que ça rapporte et en fait, ils voient pas plus loin que le bout de leur nez et c'est quand même intéressant des fois, surtout, de pouvoir se pencher sur un projet crypto, comme je le dis souvent, et puis de savoir ce qu'il en est. Et Yada, ce qui est intéressant, c'est que c'est un projet qui a prouvé, c'est-à-dire que c'est une solution qui est déjà en marche, qui existe déjà, qui fonctionne. Et qui a déjà des collaborations avec des entreprises. Donc, c'est pas là cette fois-ci, on n'est pas sur un projet claqué au sol. on est vraiment sur un projet qui tient la route. Donc je pense que ce soir, ce qui est intéressant, c'est de pouvoir qu'il nous explique. Alors bon, il est anglais, hein, donc je vais faire la traduction. Et puis, ma foi, on va essayer de de faire ça propre, hein. Et puis surtout, si vous n'hésitez pas, hein, donc j'ai ouvert le chat, hein, donc si vous avez plein de questions à poser, n'hésitez pas, parce qu'on va aborder aussi sa solution qu'il a mis en place pour les mineurs, donc dans la partie des masternodes à monter. Sans stacking, hein, donc sans besoin d'être des masternodes, sans besoin d'avoir un minimum, hein, donc pour pouvoir monter ce node-là de façon assez simple. On fera un épisode, ça fera l'objet d'un autre épisode, hein, sur lequel je vous expliquerai comment faire pour monter un masternode, et puis les rewards, hein, surtout aussi qui seront intéressants à récupérer. Et puis bien évidemment, je vous ferai aussi un tuto sur comment on mine Yadacoin et son intérêt. Alors qu'est-ce que nous disent? Ouais, j'arrive, hein, j'arrive. Donc, ouais, je pense que là, le bro ne devrait pas tarder à arriver. Est-ce que vous m'entendez bien là? Vous pouvez m'envoyer des messages pour me dire si vous entendez bien ma voix? C'est quoi un masternode? Un masternode, si tu veux, gars, c'est un relais en fait. C'est comment on appelle ça? Un espèce de mini serveur que tu mets en place sur ton PC. C'est un relais en fait. C'est un programme derrière qui te permet d'être un relais, toi, avec ton PC pour la blockchain. Et puis derrière, sachant qu'on est un peu dans ce qu'on appelle la blockchain, hein, c'est-à-dire qu'ils ont besoin de plusieurs points d'accès dans le monde, hein, étendus pour que la blockchain puisse s'étendre. Et donc, si tu veux, ton PC fait office de serveur et il fait serveur grâce à la construction sur ton PC d'un masternode. Voilà. Alors, je reviens, les gars, hein. Je suis en train de voir avec Matt. Did you hear me, Matt? Because I don't know, I don't see you on the live, my friend. Ah, ok. Restez bien à la coupe, détente, les gars. Ne vous inquiétez pas, Matt arrive. Voilà.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Alright.
Did you hear me? You hear me good? It's okay? Good sounds. Alors, thank you everybody. I speak in English and after in French. So we have the pleasure to have Matt Vogel, also the founder and developer of Yadacoin, the famous for me, a famous token that we talk about this different project. What is his vision for the future? Why he's decided to choose finally the famous algorithm of Randomx. But we have a channel in France who talk about the crypto mining for the new persons who don't know Black Panda Mining, and we try to focus on the different interesting project concerning the mining and especially concerning the CPU mining, who's I think that that's the new game. Who changed the ecosphere of the mining. So that's why I decided to invite Matt and for talk about his project and these different aspects. Voilà les copains. Donc je résumais simplement. Sorry, I translate in live, Matt, in French. Les copains, donc on réunit ce soir Matt, comme je vous le disais, donc qui est le célèbre fondateur. Alors il est américain, donc so that's the American and French collaboration. Alors ce qui est intéressant avec Matt ce soir, c'est que c'est vraiment vraiment a chance. We are really lucky because that's really a quiet ecosystem sometimes, I think. We don't have the chance every time to can talk with a developer, with a founder of a crypto. So thanks a lot for participating, for decide to coming. Et to do understand at the French community, de vous faire comprendre que c'est très rare, c'est pas souvent en fait que des développeurs décident de se montrer comme ça, de façon publique. Et puis derrière de parler de leur projet comme ça, parce que bon, généralement ils ont des community managers, communication, mais on est dans une petite sphère, c'est la sphère de la crypto, de la cryptosphère. C'est le mining aussi, mais ce qui est intéressant, et j'espère pour ma chaîne et pour les auditeurs et les futurs auditeurs, c'est de vous faire comprendre que le mining, c'est pas seulement, that's not only rentability, money to tech, c'est aussi surtout de pouvoir s'intéresser à un projet et quand il est viable, de participer à ce projet-là en minant. Voilà. Donc c'est aussi une réflexion qui peut être un peu communautaire, une philosophie, une philosophie aussi. Surtout quand le projet tient la route. Surtout quand un projet est sérieux et for me, at my position, my humble position, I think that Yada it's a really good crypto because alors I resume Matt and after I ask a lot of questions, but Yada exists now since 5 years, and he proved this project prove that is realistic and they have the concrete solution concerning the identity, concerning the security, concernant la sécurité. Et donc voilà, c'est pas un projet que certains mineurs auraient tendance à dire voilà, c'est un coin dinosaure, ça fait 5 ans qu'il existe, etc. Faut pas avoir une réflexion seulement uniquement basé sur comme c'est un projet qui existe depuis longtemps et que voilà, surtout que je peux vous dire que c'est un projet qui a cartonné. That's an expression in French, explain Matt, qui a cartonné en termes de mining. Les gars, je peux vous dire qu'il y avait une rentabilité mais de folie avec Yada. Moi, je me rappelle, donc c'était il y a 2 years, I think so, if I remember. Toutes les poules étaient en carafe pour pouvoir miner du Yada. Même Rapid Mining à l'époque avait fait un tuto pour dire how to mine Yadacoin, parce que c'était la crazy, c'était la folie. Et puis bon, alors c'est bien, ça crée de l'émulsion, ça crée une big communication pour ce genre de projet, mais bien au-delà de ça, il faut quand même pouvoir se dire ah bah oui, ok, Yada c'est cool parce que le mining ça a explosé, mais qu'est-ce que c'est Yada? Et donc c'est un peu ça pour ça ce soir aussi. That's why tonight I would like to discover the project of Yada and Matt. Voilà. Donc thanks a lot again, Matt. Donc I have a lot of questions. So if I can start like maybe the genesis of your project. Hein? So if I see in the different topic you have, enfin si dans les différents steps, hein, I know that maybe Facebook opening your way for maybe to build a solution for resolve the problem of the privacy identity. So can you just speak about a little bit the context for explain us, please, s'il te plaît.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for having me on your show. So, I was thinking in the beginning that Facebook and all the privacy invasions that happened with that company, we needed to come up with a solution to remove the central power in the social networking sphere. And so I basically set out on a mission to create a decentralized social network. And it started as a protocol, and then I realized that I needed a network in place. Just like Facebook has an infrastructure, we needed a network of computers to exchange messages and friend requests and all of that stuff. So that's really where we brought the coin into the mix. We needed a way to pay for the network. So we introduced the coin aspect to it so that folks could host master nodes, and then also we'd have the mining community there to move the blockchain forward. So it essentially became a way of just paying for the network so that we could have a decentralized social network, and that would be the answer to big tech's centralized control on social networking.
Yeah, of course. So you decide finally to create Yadacoin first, because now you company with Yadacoin. What it was the step finally? You founded Yada Crypto, and after Center Identity, or Center Identity first and Yadacoin after?
No, it was Center Identity after Yadacoin for sure. So we did Yadacoin, and then discovered that there are certain things that still need to be centralized at this point. Like, for instance, selecting the map location. The map control actually, needs to be. You can't put that on every single node, because then everybody needs to get like an API key to be able to use it, and so there's just certain aspects of the experience with social networking that needed to be centralized. Like, for instance, push notifications on phones and email and things like that. Those aren't things necessarily that we have decentralized solutions for. So that's really why I brought Center Identity into the mix, is to handle some of those components and make the experience easier for the user.
And finally, so you decide to choose the famous algorithm Randomx. Why finally? Because you have a skills to deploy. You are very cool with this kind of algorithm for build Yadacoin.
Are you talking about the CPU? I'm sorry. You're talking about the CPU algorithm, or?
Yeah, algorithm.
Oh yeah, so we use Randomx, but we use a variant of Randomx. So we decided to go that route because we wanted to make the coin available to as many users as possible, and so we want anybody with a laptop or a desktop computer to be able to get coins so they can add their relationships to the network and basically have access. We didn't want to just have the coins be available to people with the craziest hardware.
Yeah, sure. Alors, I translate a little bit for the community for explain the impact. Parce que donc Randomx, donc la genèse, c'est les équipes, les teams of Monero qui ont construit cet algorithme Randomx. Alors, c'est vrai que c'est un peu l'actualité. That's the news. Because for sure, Matt, you exist since a long time in the cryptosphere, and you have seen the different step of the different token who's coming with this algorithm. We have seen the really good project because sometimes I'm really sad to talk about the project in Randomx when I see that the project is very that's a shitcoin. Bon, sorry for the other users. But voilà, Zephyr, as you have seen the apparition of Zephyr. You, Yada, you exist since 5 years now. How do you see this newcomer, this new token arrive in the cryptosphere mining? Is it for you dynamic for the ecosystem or whatever?
So, okay, I'm not sure I totally understand the question. Can you rephrase it?
Ouais, je dis, j'essaie d'expliquer à Matt, j'essaie de lui demander quelle est sa vision, comment il interprète l'arrivée d'un Zephyr aujourd'hui sur cet algorithme Randomx et comment lui peut se positionner en termes de projet par rapport à un projet comme Zephyr. So I would like just to have your position, your visibility when there's a new crypto like Zephyr in Randomx who's coming. How do you position finally Yada face to face Zephyr? It's completely different for you. It's a good thing for the crypto sphere that a Zephyr coming in this world, or whatever. You don't care. It's not important because Zephyr is completely different of your project.
Yeah, totally different. So, Yadacoin has sort of evolved because after we started, we saw that a lot of coins are offering anti-censorship and things like that, and privacy, and and that's all great. But we now have a patent for being able to create a wallet from your memory using secret locations.
Wow.
So you select, a location on a map, and if you have enough locations, that actually ends up being quite good for creating a wallet. So right now you have this big problem where everyone's losing their wallets because right now all you have is 24 words written on a piece of paper or saved in a file somewhere. And even the best of the best, the most knowledgeable in the tech community, often lose their money. They often lose their wallets because it's easy to do. It's easy to delete your file that had the seed words on it, or it's easy to lose the piece of paper or whatever. It's a physical possession, so you can always lose that. So the patented approach that we have actually allows you to be able to remember your seed phrase, and we at Center Identity give you hints for your crypto wallet so that you at least have a chance of getting your wallet back if you've lost it, right? And so it's really important for the crypto community because about, I think, 30% of and that number could be bigger now, but 30% of Bitcoin's entire coin supply is gone because users have misplaced them. And we hear about this problem all the time on the internet. People have lost tons of coins, and they're trying to took them off of hard drives that are old, and they were just stored in all these crazy places, and people want their coins back. And so we initially started the project with this one problem, but now we realize that we have to take care of this problem first before we get, we're trying to do all this other stuff, but people can't even manage their wallets, right? Even the best of the best. And how can we expect, less technical people to be able to understand it and manage it appropriately? So that's what we're taking care of first.
Okay, really interesting. So the very big added value services finally that you talk about. Alors, obviously, you exist since 5 years now, and there's 5 years, intelligent artificial was not deployed like that, like today. And now we are seeing the apparition of the ChatGPT, for example. So finally, this kind of technology for you was really interesting. And how do you welcoming this technology concerning Yada? Finally, the intelligence, because you are talk about of a license that you are deposit concerning the intelligent artificial. Could you explain us the function?
Yeah, so the artificial intelligence plays a role when trying to recover your wallet. And so the hints that I was talking about before, the hints are actually vetted by AI. So when I say hints for recovery, some people will remember back when they used to have like password hints or like security question hints for their accounts, and those tend to have a negative stigma because users will put in bad hints essentially, or they'll just put in, ASDF, or, just some random characters, and it won't be that helpful. So what we did with artificial intelligence is we send the hints that the users put in, and we check that hint and make sure that it is a good hint to use for recovering their wallet, because we want the wallet to be recoverable later. So we use artificial intelligence to analyze the hints that they're using. We don't give away the hint, and we don't give away the location, and we don't store the location. So it's a non-custodial wallet. But we do store the hint, and we want to make sure that the hint that they store for their wallet is a good hint. So the AI analyzes it to make sure that you're not giving away too much information, and that you give yourself enough information to remember the location that the hint is for.
Okay, thank you. Oui, alors c'est plus clair, hein. So I translate again, hein. Sorry for my community pour les Français. Donc je pense que vous avez peut-être dû comprendre un peu, pour ceux qui sont français, enfin qui parlent un peu anglais, que Matt a donc déployé maintenant une solution grâce à l'intelligence artificielle qui permet d'identifier par différentes niveaux en fait de mémoire qu'on peut avoir pour pouvoir définir un mot de passe. Et finalement, c'est vrai, on peut avoir plusieurs cas où on perd son mot de passe, where we lost the password, hein. Et puis oui, on a besoin donc de se rappeler quel est le mot de passe. Et Matt finalement a déployé une solution qui permet de se rappeler en fait, un peu comme des mémomiques, hein, si vous voulez, à faire appel à votre mémoire, pour finalement tracer et reconstruire en fait votre mot de passe, et puis finalement arriver tout simplement, alors que votre wallet soit crashée, hein, que soit complètement détruite par accident ou cassée, vous serez capable en fait de retrouver votre mot de passe grâce à sa solution. Donc c'est quand même assez incroyable, et l'intelligence artificielle aide à ça en fait. Alors, you talk about the location, hein, could you explain me just a little bit more, because my community is not really very scientist and very technical about this kind of aspect. for explain just simply how you organize the structure of your solution?
Yeah. So essentially, you're taking a specific location from your memory, like a place where you used to play as a child, a park, and you're selecting it on a map, and it ends up being about a 10 meter by 10 meter square. And that area is your secret location. And you combine that with a password, essentially, a highly memorable password. So it's
Wow.
the idea to very memorable. So
Okay.
we don't want to, make this complicated. So we want to make it very easy for users, and we want it to be very memorable. So that's the idea. So we take the cherished memories or just very personal memories from your past, and we tie those to locations. And then you just select the location, and it's highly memorable for you. And so you'll be able to select that location, and so therefore you'll always be able to get into your wallet.
Ok, incredible, incredible. So vous avez compris les gars, c'est une dinguerie. Hein. Il a sorti projet crazy. Hein. C'est you are the only one hein, who proposing that in the cryptosphere. I don't think so. That you have a competitor. Finally, you you just only the only crypto who propose this kind of services of solution. And we know that that's a big subject, of course, with more and more hack and more problem of loss of the password. And we are seeing a Ledger, who's French company, who make in place a different solution. But Ledger, if you lost your password, you lost your wallet. You can have a copy, if I remember, anywhere, somewhere. But if if the house fired, vous perdez toutes vos cryptos. You lost all your crypto. Et donc finalement, grâce à la solution de Yadacoin, c'est incroyable. Alors, I have a stupid question, but why don't you explode with this kind of solution? Why there's no massive adhesion concerning that? Is it because because you are ready now? You are ready for deploy this solution, no problem. So what is your problematic, your first problematic for the adhesion?
Well, it's a new solution, and I think that it does deal with money, and so and there's just my ability to reach customers is through the internet, and so I believe that channel it's a tough channel to reach people through because of the amount of scams and things that are going on right now. So yeah, when I reach out to people in person, or they come to my community on Discord, or the other platforms that we're on, there's no issue. But if I go to, say, Ledger or Trezor,
Sure,
subreddits,
sure.
then suddenly we're this outsider, and we're trying to do something not good. And it's a trust issue. And so talking to folks like you right now is incredibly helpful to getting the word out and letting them know that this is a great solution, and it's something that they should try.
Oui, alors donc vous voyez bien que finalement, on n'est pas que dans l'aspect mining. Il faut comprendre que quand il y a des projets comme ça qui sont vraiment extraordinaires dans leur solution, que effectivement la démocratisation du mining, finalement amène aussi à la démocratisation de solutions qui peuvent être vraiment pertinentes dans le domaine de la protection des data. Et on voit qu'il y a Yadacoin aujourd'hui, c'est quelque chose qui a tout son sens. Donc je ne peux que encourager. Sorry, I explain. Your solution and the added value. Je ne peux qu'encourager les gens à adhérer de plus en plus à éventuellement cette solution de Yadacoin, mais c'est surtout aussi. Alors, on va parler. We talk about a little bit mining because obviously we are on the mining channel, and finally we are. Alors, we talk about the blockchain, the Yada blockchain, and who need to have some different point of relay, that's the correct name in English, if I remember, de différents serveurs, si je peux dire un peu basiquement, hein, c'est-à-dire que globalement, on va parler de masternode. Masternode. Donc, j'ai eu quelques petites questions en préambule de notre live, hein, parce que tu vois, ma communauté me demande qu'est-ce que c'est un masternode, hein, donc, et finalement, donc ça montre aussi que les gens s'intéressent au mining. On comprend aussi que le mining par microprocesseur, c'est quelque chose qui est très efficace, qui est très very efficient, parce que maintenant, avec l'énergie cost, forcément, les GPU, ça coûte énormément. Oui, ça coûte des sous aujourd'hui de pouvoir miner avec un GPU pour encourager un projet. C'est même dommage qu'on en soit arrivé aujourd'hui. Et là, je fais un petit clin d'œil à Jean-Jean, notamment sur la partie early, hein, parce qu'on est constamment obligé de voir un projet early pour le miner, pour que ce soit rentable. Donc, et ça, c'est dommage, parce que le mining, c'est avant toute chose pour participer à un projet, pour soutenir un projet s'il est viable, avant de se poser la question de savoir s'il est rentable à miner. Mais voilà, on est le game change, hein, le mining, la crypto mining a changé. Hein, on est en 2024, hein, 2024, et forcément maintenant, les gens qui doivent être un relais pour ces blockchains se posent aussi la question de savoir si ça leur coûte pas trop cher. Alors, I talk about the different aspect of the mining, Matt, in Europe, because the energy cost is very expensive now, and by the past, there was some GPU, but in United States it's the same case, maybe or maybe the cost energy is very expensive, or is very down. No, I don't know if in United States the cost for mine is it expensive or not. Mais bon.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the energy costs in the United States. I do think it's kind of all over the board as far as that goes. We do have some users that are doing some very interesting things with mining, though. I'm not sure if I'm able to talk about it necessarily, but it does involve using some of the heat generated from mining to reuse that energy for other things. So, I do think that there are ways to utilize mining to produce good sustainability. So, we don't necessarily, we don't have to go proof of stake just to be green or eco-friendly. We can reuse some of the heat generated from mining in clever ways to offset the footprint of mining.
Yeah, but finally you take a good choice concerning the mining to have this kind of algorithm of Randomx, because that's the CPU mining, and there's no need to have a lot of energy for mine. And for be a relay for your blockchain. Alors, who's interesting? Alors, sorry, because I try to make a mix between your development, your project, the level of the technicity of your project, and in another way, in another public, I must to explain what is the mining, what is the importance of the different projects that we can mine, and finally the impact of the mining too. Voilà, et donc c'est pas évident, mais enfin j'espère que pour ceux qui suivent le live, ça leur permet d'avoir une meilleure compréhension aussi. Alors, masternode. I see there's a topic, there's 7 months now that you are publish. Could you just explain to us, because that sometimes there's a lot of blockchain who need to have masternode, but they ask finally a minimum of stacking for build the masternode, and you Matt, no. Yadacoin, no worries about that, and you paid rewards for make a masternode. Donc c'est le monde à l'envers. Alors est-ce que could you explain us in fact your reflection about that?
Yeah, so our goal is to be an open source project and to be fully auditable. And I think that's true also for Center Identity, even though it could be considered like a centralized company that works with the enterprise. So we want to create an entire network. That's what Yadacoin really is. It's a blockchain, but it's also a network. It could be a payment network, but it's also an identity network. So we have master nodes that are dedicated to storing data and allowing users to sync new nodes and things like that. But essentially, what we really want to accomplish is having the data auditable to anybody on the network. So we don't guard our data behind any walls or anything. So anybody using our infrastructure can they can audit our security. So they
I
can audit
understand.
the security of their own wallet. So
Mm,
we don't, we're not storing things that they can't see. We want everyone to see exactly what we're doing so that they can have that transparency and they can trust that we're doing the right thing and
mm, mm,
verify on their own. And
mm.
so that's really important to us. And that having master nodes is one part of that, where we have dedicated nodes on the network so that you can download the blockchain data from any one of those nodes and then do the verification on your own node, and you can see the transactions that store the data having to do with your wallet and your transactions and things like that. So
Mm,
we're
mm.
that I mean, and we could be doing a lot more with the master nodes, and we do have plans to do quite a bit more in the future with master nodes. But
Mm.
right now, we're just focused on making the data available to everyone so they can verify and do their own security audits.
Oui, oui, et puis that's correspond to your logical to don't store the data in only one server. Finally, the masternodes permit to have a lot of the different point for stocking for securing the data. Finally, ok, I translate that in French. Donc concrètement, voilà, effectivement, alors en tant que mineur, si on a une vision de mining, effectivement, masternode c'est super parce qu'effectivement, c'est facile à monter et en plus de ça, en termes de reward, c'est hyper intéressant. Et puis deux, techniquement, par rapport au projet de maths et de Yadacoin, c'est de pouvoir finalement être pleinement dans la DeFi, dans la finance décentralisée et puis surtout dans le côté de pouvoir pas tout centraliser la data dans un seul serveur. Donc finalement, au travers de ces différents masternodes, chacun pourrait être un relais pour ce projet-là, notamment pour pouvoir stocker des données qui appartiennent à des clients, mais qui finalement seront complètement fractionnées en plusieurs serveurs. Et finalement, ça permet aussi de proposer une sécurité maximum aussi par rapport aux users, puisque finalement, la data qui est un peu finalement l'enjeu, la sécurité, elle n'est pas centralisée. Donc ça, c'est vraiment super. Et c'est vrai que finalement, cette solution est vraiment intéressante. Alors, I hope that it will be very simply to deploy for the community because I think that, for example, for mining, the persons that's a huge market. That's really because everybody have a PC, but nobody knows exactly the technical level, the level of technique for deploy a mining or deploy a masternode. So I suppose it's a double problematic for you. Maybe no, because you must be very like a professor for simplify the deployment for the masternode, and you must to found the customers and to explain a level of technique. So you must to found a delicate balance finally. And are you alone for this project?
Yes, mostly. We do have contributors, throughout the world. So we do have folks who do contribute code, and they're also on the Discord, helping other folks out, as they come on. So it really is a community effort. I am the primary developer, and I am I'm the founder. I did do this by myself. You know, I guess as far as the main driving force of everything. But I have had quite a bit of help and continue to have quite a bit of help from the community, which I think is super important. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that.
Oui, oui. Donc Satoshi is here, hein. That's this guy, Satoshi Nakamoto. Non, alors j'explique. Donc effectivement, bah, c'est le fondeur, hein, c'est donc Matt est le fondateur, hein. Mais effectivement, il a fait appel à plusieurs développeurs, hein, around the world, hein, I suppose, no, or especially in United States. That's a question.
Oh. So yeah, so are you saying you're asking if they're more in the United States or kind
Yeah.
of in other parts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that we have quite a bit of active users in France actually, and
Okay.
oh yeah, and Poland has been
Cool.
a big one for us. Yeah, so we have contributors in the UK, and so
Okay.
yeah. We have Philippe here. We have Andy. So
Excellent.
Philip, yeah, and we have a few people. Yeah, I think South Africa.
Excellent,
South Africa.
excellent. Oui, je vois un Philippe Delvin, c'est très très français effectivement. Ravi de savoir que effectivement il y a de la communauté française aussi autour de ce projet-là, hein, dans le développement. That's really crazy. Hein, no, because I have a Vietnamese origin and you know, in this kind of country there's a lot of developer in JavaScript and whatever kind of language, hein, and the Asian people. And d'ailleurs, concerning the Raptorum, hein, the founder of the algorithm of Ghost Rider, hein, is Vietnamese, enfin American and Vietnamese too. Hein. So interesting. Okay, Matt. Bon, bah, so that's really interesting. Alors, maybe we can talk about the actuality, the news concerning the crypto sphere. Bon, we are talking about the intelligence artificial. We are seeing that there's some token like Monero who have some problem with different kind of security, whatever stuff. Are you sure finally in the future for your vision concerning your token that you are really secure? Are you preview to have you how do you say that? Did you be proactive concerning your deployment and or the future problem that you can meet maybe in the future? Are you sure that there was never hack concerning your blockchain?
No, I mean, yeah, definitely not. Our blockchain has been super sound, and everyone has blips in here and there concerning, I don't know, syncing issues or something like that. But no, never security issues or anything like that. We've never had a incident like that. So yeah, I guess just looking forward, we're just like we're just really. I guess we're really thankful that we haven't had an issue like that, and we have people that are always looking at the code and analyzing. They're analyzing the project to make sure that we don't have an incident like that. So I am really thankful that we do have people that are involved to keep different eyes on it and prevent any issues from coming up. Yeah.
Okay. And my last question, finally, it's to see what is your best success with a company, with your token, if it's not privacy, to talk about that. Not especially a name, but an activity where you are really proud of that, your solution perform. Do you have an example for this community?
Yeah, I think that our main differentiator is that we really are going to break into the enterprise sector. We really are going to get customers. So Center Identity is going to get customers in the enterprise sector for authentication, namely with single sign-on. So, and then we'll use the Yada blockchain for that. So Center Identity will be buying the coins to pay for the transaction fees to store the data. And so again, we're going to be storing the data so that enterprises and other individuals can verify that data. So we're not going to right. So it's a totally new concept, and we're already in the talks with many different organizations right now to implement pilot programs to try our technology out. And we think that this will definitely result in sales. And then once we have sales, then of course Center Identity will be buying the coins, and this will fuel the entire ecosystem, which will fund your miners as they gather coins.
Excellent. Ouais, very, very pleasure, very, very nice. Alors, I think that we organized a checkup, if you want, in few months after this interview tonight, because it's interesting to Black Panda Mining channel to follow these different actors of the crypto, and I'm sure and I hope that you perform with your project, and I'm sure that's a really good project, and that's who's really interesting because I know you since a long time. So you are evaluate in different kind of services of added value services, and you follow your time finally for proposing a best solution. And I think it's a very good thing to have a very modern developer. So I'm really proud to can talk about with you tonight about Yadacoin. Alors, obviously, I organized a next video for explain how we can deploy a masternode with Yada for the next step. So with my team, on vous expliquera tout ça, bien évidemment, les gars, pour mettre en place un petit masternode tranquillou pour pouvoir encaisser. Mais non, mais c'est surtout pouvoir maintenant, avec un peu plus de recul, savoir pourquoi vous le faites et l'intérêt que ça a aussi. Je prends rien du tout. J'ai pas pris d'argent. I don't keep money, nothing. I don't ask nothing at Matt. It's just because his project for me is very interesting, and to talk about with Matt tonight about Yadacoin, I think it's a very good project. Bon, I hope that there's another pool very strong for the next mining. Et ça, bon, j'en reparlerai dans d'autres épisodes quand je ferai le tuto when I do the next video of Yadacoin, for sure. Mais bon, voilà, c'est surtout, j'espère pour ce soir, donc ça vous a plu et puis qu'on pourra prendre des nouvelles de Matt, de son évolution concernant son token. Okay, so thank you very much, Matt. Really, really, really pleasure to can talk about with you. I pray for you for all the best, for all the best things for you, and I hope to talk to you later, quoi. Okay, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Apprécie, monsieur. Allez, à bientôt alors. See you next. Voilà les gars. Donc, écoutez, je vous remercie encore pour avoir suivi donc ce petit live avec Matt Vogel, et donc à très bientôt pour de prochains épisodes. Et puis surtout, bon minage à tous, et surtout, bon mining à tous. Ciao, ciao, Matt.